We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Ryan Dull starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Fouled off. In his career, Pedroia has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. On the move is Springer. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's J.D. Martinez, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Red Sox nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the Show. Marcus Walden is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
The third baseman.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
George Springer the next to hit, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. To third. Devers gloves it. Pedroia. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're off to the second, scoreless on the Show. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
The third baseman.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
High in the air into shallow left center. Hernandez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Kelvin Gutierrez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into center field, line drive base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Bichette, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Grichuk stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is Benintendi. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer for Brandon Drury. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
Standing in now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Benintendi is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We played 2 full. The Blue Jays on top, 5-0. Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
This is line to left, and there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. Now at the plate, Kevin Pillar. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Lifted down the line in left, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Jackie Bradley now. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Jumped ahead.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Toronto bullpen.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grichuk will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's George Springer, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Bradley is right there, 1 down. Riding in once again, Bo Bichette. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as this lead swells to 7-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Ryan Weber is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Ryan Weber.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it. And that's the 2nd out. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
2 out with the man at first. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. At the plate now, Brandon Drury. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His 2nd home run of the game as this lead got even wider. So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Red Sox nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, J.D. Martinez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-2, here it is. Hit in the air out to right. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the 1st out. Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. Gone!
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Boston line scorer. In the air down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox get a run on the solo shot by the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Red Sox 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Even though they're up by
A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
There's 1. Back over to Moreland, and they get 2 out of it.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Striding into the box, Bo Bichette, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. High and deep down the left field line, and that's going to land foul. The 0-1 delivery. This one's down to 3rd. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to 1st, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. No runs on 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and a man left on. We played 4 full. Toronto leads this one 10-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off the box.
Thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, number 5, Kevin.
And now pitch on the way. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Hernandez is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out. So here now is Jackie Bradley. A base hit in his first trip. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Left side, but well foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's back to the top of the order now, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. On the move is Springer. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Darwinson Hernandez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. First pitch of the at-bat. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Benintendi heads back on it. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting it out of the box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in, hold him to a single.
None out, runners at first and second. Drilled down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. Bare-handed for one. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
The first baseman, Brandon Drury.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1 on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ranging back is Pilar. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Benintendi is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Blue Jays leave a pair. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there, and it's 0-1. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Number 2.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers. 0-1 the count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Hernandez. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the sixth, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Bottom of the sixth inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying.
Now, meanwhile, here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 11 for him on the season as the blowout continues. At the plate, Kelvin Gutierrez, as he hits one on a line to left field. Benintendi's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
One out now in the Toronto sixth inning. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And up steps Salvador Perez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. A line shot to third base, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. The Jays are out in front, 12-1. Digging in, Christian Vasquez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
The right fielder, number 5.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one.
Next to the Red Sox.
Now in the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run for him on the season, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Sam Gaviglio comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Dustin Pedroia will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Strike one to start the at-bat. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again. Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. J.D. Martinez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. On a line, that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The bat, number 2.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Step on the bag for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now batting, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, strike one.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Hard hit toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The tag gets one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Heath Hembry comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready for another chance? Rendell Grichuk, lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Popped him up. Vasquez is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Brendan Drury will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Adalberto Mondesi, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Devers has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Vasquez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. No balls and a strike to count. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into his zone for a strike.
He'll go to the bag for 1.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Jackie Bradley Jr. comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Drilled to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Andrew Benintendi. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 0-1 the count. And it's 1-1.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around and score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So Matt Barnes will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Popped him up. Devers waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again, George Springer, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it. Boy, talk about having a day, D-Roll. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Comes set with the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe if he had him set up for the fastball, he guessed wrong.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. Pedroia On to Moreland, and they roll 2 to end the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on.
Off the Boston, the shortstop.
Xander Bogaerts is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 0-2 once more. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Mitch Moreland. He was a double play victim last time around, and it's fouled away. Hit back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
12-7 the final score in this ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays earn the win, although in sloppy fashion with 4 errors in the field. Ryan Dull takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Marcus Walden was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. Sam Gaviglio takes the rare 3-inning save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
Time of the ball.